Hello, everybody. This is Big Chuck, and good morning to you. And joining me in the studio is the lovely and effervescent Miss Leslie Ann, longtime morning host at WZOZ. Hi, Leslie Ann.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Chuck.
How you doing? Everything okay?
I'm great.
Hey, listen, I think it's time that we went public with something that you and I have been talking about for a couple of weeks, and it just, I don't know how these things happen. They just happen. There's no planning, there's nothing. All of a sudden, like a light bulb goes off, and it's like, wait a minute, why haven't we done this? So it's serious. It's a big deal, and we think it should be done. And what we are going to talk for just a minute about is we believe that Oneonta should change the name of Neowa Park to the Ricky J. Parisian Memorial Park.
Right.
Parisian Park. Now, I know that we both looked at each other and go, it's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. You actually brought this idea up a little while back, and I thought, Chuck, you've hit, first of all, who knows from out of town how to pronounce? They see Neowa Park on a sign.
Does.
How do you pronounce it?
Nobody
Who
knows.
knows? Nobody knows what it means. There's speculation from Mark Simonson about it.
He is the city of Oneonta historian, and even he had to scratch his head and think, and he thinks to the best of his knowledge, and Mark is the go-to guy. He knows this.
Yes, he
He
is.
thinks to the best of his knowledge that many, many, many years ago it was named using the Iroquois name for gift. He thinks.
Right.
So that's
okay.
murky.
So we don't really know
We don't know how to say it.
where it comes from.
And people don't know how to say it from out of town. We don't know what the meaning is, and nobody knows how to spell it.
Yeah, it doesn't really, most places, streets are named after someone who had a significant impact in the community.
Right.
And we both agreed that considering that the pit run has been able over the course of its run many, many years to raise so much money.
Tens of thousands.
For youth groups here in Oneonta,
And
all in the memory of Ricky J. Parisian, who did this wonderful thing and sadly died while trying to help people.
And where is the pit run held?
In Neowa Park. So
in a park
it all
that
tied
nobody knows
together.
how to spell, nobody knows what it means, and nobody knows, out of all those thousands of out-of-towners who come to the pit run, don't even know how to say it.
Yeah.
So how fitting is it to have the pit run in Parisian Park?
Yes, I think it's a wonderful idea.
And also, and I don't know this for certain, and maybe you can help me on this, but we all loved Rick Parisian, even if we didn't know him. I didn't know him.
I didn't know him personally either.
But everybody, he has this shadow, this long legacy. There's no place, there's no tangible honor to him. I think at Office Max, there's a little plaque outside, which is where
building
where he was killed. I know that there is the scholarships in his name, which is not something you can touch or see.
Right.
I know St. Mary's used to have a stained glass window. I believe they still do, or a statue inside on Walnut Street. But other than that, there's no name, there's no street, there's no,
right.
And it's time.
Yeah, I think it would be a really wonderful honoring. I have come to know his family over the years.
And we've
through
interviewed
the pit
them
run.
every year.
And they have done so much in the community. So I think it's very fitting that we turn this tragic event into something wonderful.
Right, I agree. And it just seems like a no-brainer to me. And also, trying to get one step ahead of the game and always thinking about the huge ado that happened when somebody said, let's change the motto from City of the Hills to Life and Joy. People don't like change. They don't like change. But think about this for a second. We're not taking anything away from anybody. I dare say there's nobody that's going to have a sentimental, romantic attachment to Neowa. It's not like we were taking it from another name. It's not as if we were suggesting that we change the name of Wilbur Park, which was named after the Wilbur family. We wouldn't do that. Of course you wouldn't do that. Or change the name of Damaski Field, which was named after Dutch command. You wouldn't do that. But it's sitting there, this big, beautiful park that the pit run is held in every year, and so many things are held in there. And it's sitting there with a perhaps an Iroquois name that means gift from decades ago. Why not seize this moment and Let's have it renamed.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
And how wonderful would that be next year in 2017 to have the pit run be held at Parisian Park?
I think it would be really neat.
I do too. Maybe have the family down there and unveil the sign or whatever. Now, I'm a radio guy and you're a radio girl. I don't know what happens after our suggestion. I don't know about boards of directors. I don't know about the mayor. I don't know about the city supervisor. I don't know how you ever do that. But we do know radio. Leslie and I, after almost 50 years between us, we know radio. So tell people what we're going to do on our website. We're going to send them to our website and give them a voice.
That's right. We're going to let people vote and see what they think, because they might think we're crazy.
They might.
Or
That's
they might
okay.
say, hey, we love this idea, but we thought we'd see what happens and what people really think about this idea. And who knows, maybe it will become
So tell people
Park.
what to do.
All you have to do is visit the website, look for the story, cast your vote.
Yeah, it's
Easy.
cnynews.com, right? We're going
Yes,
to put it on
cnynews.com.
It's the simplest website in the world, cnynews.com. We're going to leave it right up on top for a month. We'll leave it there until mid-September. At the end, all you got to do is just poke yes or poke no.
Yep,
That's all.
that's it.
At the end, we will tally up the results and we will make the presentation to Mayor Herzig and we will say, it's all yours. You can do anything you want with it. You can turn it over to the Parks and Recreation Committee. You can say this is a bunch of hooey. I don't want to do. You can do whatever you want. We don't do that part, but we do know radio.
Yes.
And so we're going to invite all of our listeners to share it with their friends, for people out of town. Don't just keep it
Anybody
in here.
who's got an opinion.
Anybody who's got an opinion. So many people outside of town know the name Parisian, know what Rick,
Oh, sure.
what happened with Rick.
This is not just an Oneonta
no
thing.
it's-
And I really, Oneonta is the center of the region.
Yeah.
And a lot of people come to Oneonta to do their shopping. And
So we're
and
going out on a
things.
limb. Leslie
That's
and I
right.
are going out on a limb and suggesting this is a big deal. Changing our huge, beautiful park with the ball field, the pond, 4th of July, all of that. Is it going to mean changing some signs? I'm afraid so, if it goes through. But I don't care. And you
Yeah,
don't care.
no.
So let's do it. It could not be simpler, and we certainly encourage all of our listeners to go ahead and vote. All you got to do is go to cnynews.com and vote.
That's it.
Yes or no. All right, Leslie, we'll revisit this in a couple of weeks at the end of our little project and see how it goes.
Excellent.
All right, she's Dynamite. She's Leslie Ann from WZOZ. I am Big Chuck, and good morning, everybody. Please take a minute to vote.